Last week, India and the European Union marked a significant milestone in their relationship, unveiling a roadmap to deepen ties as they enter the third decade of their strategic partnership. This development comes amid shifting global economic and political landscapes. During her visit to New Delhi on February 27th and 28th, European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen and Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi agreed to strengthen collaboration in key areas such as emerging technologies, security, trade, and supply chain resilience. While some areas of cooperation, such as renewable energy, climate initiatives, disaster management, and security in the Indo-Pacific, are long-standing, several new elements have been introduced. A major highlight was the commitment to finalize negotiations for a free trade agreement by the end of the year, a process that began in 2007. Additionally, the European Union is looking to expand defense and security cooperation with India through initiatives like the Permanent Structured Cooperation and discussions on a Security of Information Agreement. Von der Leyen's visit was unprecedented in the history of India-EU relations, as she was accompanied by 25 of the 27 EU commissioners. This was also the first official overseas visit for the newly appointed College of Commissioners since taking office in December. Upon her arrival, she emphasized the importance of India as a strategic partner for Europe. In an era of conflicts and intense competition, you need trusted friends. For Europe, India is such a friend and a strategic ally, she stated on X, formerly known as Twitter, ahead of discussions with Prime Minister Modi. India's diplomatic ties with the European Economic Community, the precursor to the EU, date back to 1962, with annual leadership summits institutionalized since 2000. However, the timing of von der Leyen's visit is notable. According to Indian officials, the visit had been in the works for 6 months but gained momentum after Donald Trump took office as the 47th U.S. president in January. Trump's stance on Europe as a competitor rather than a NATO ally has strained transatlantic ties. The EU now faces the possibility of a 25% tariff on its exports to the US, while Trump seeks to resolve the Ukraine conflict through direct negotiations with Russia, without involving Europe or Ukraine. India has historically maintained close ties with Russia, a relationship that continued even after the Ukraine war began in 2022. Despite Western pressure to stop purchasing discounted Russian oil, citing concerns that the revenue funds Russia's military efforts, India has resisted, partly due to apprehensions over the growing Russia-China alliance. Meanwhile, the EU views China as a systemic rival, even as individual European nations engage with Beijing in varying capacities. With Trump's potential pullback from Ukraine and broader geopolitical shifts, there is speculation that he could also strike a deal with China, potentially reducing U.S. involvement in Asia. This raises concerns in India, which seeks a multipolar Asia rather than a region dominated by China. Given these global uncertainties, Modi and von der Leyen emphasized the need for stronger India-EU ties. Geoeconomic and political circumstances are rapidly evolving, and old equations are breaking down. In times like these, the partnership between India and the EU becomes even more important, Modi stated during their discussions. He highlighted shared democratic values, strategic autonomy, and open markets as unifying factors between India and the EU. Von der Leyen echoed this sentiment, emphasizing that both sides face similar global challenges and are uniquely positioned to address them together. She described the partnership as essential in the current geopolitical climate, stating that India and the EU can provide distinctive alternatives and tools to strengthen our security, sovereignty, and economic resilience. She further noted that the collaboration has the potential to become one of the defining partnerships of this century, a phrase previously used to describe India-US relations. The new phase of the India-EU partnership will prioritize a security partnership and joint defense projects, infrastructure initiatives like the India-Middle East-Europe Economic Corridor, convergence on programs such as Make in India and Made in Europe, strengthening collaboration in semiconductors, telecommunications, pharmaceuticals, and supply chain security, advancing cooperation in cutting-edge fields like artificial intelligence, quantum computing, space technology, and 6G. During their meeting in New Delhi, both sides highlighted shared democratic principles, commitment to a rules-based global order, and open market economies. The joint leaders' statement reaffirmed their dedication to shaping a resilient, multipolar world that promotes peace, stability, economic growth, and sustainable development. As part of their evolving partnership, India and the EU took stock of their Trade and Technology Council, established in April 2022. The TTC serves as a crucial platform to address trade, technology, and security-related challenges. A joint statement highlighted the need for deeper cooperation in these areas to enhance both economies and navigate emerging security risks. While this renewed India-EU partnership holds great potential, both sides must remain committed to overcoming external challenges that could derail progress. Ensuring the success of their roadmap will require sustained diplomatic engagement, resources, and strategic alignment. By doing so, India and the EU can position themselves as reliable and influential actors in an increasingly uncertain global order.